Let's take a look at some Ethereum price predictions and do a little bit of technical analysis. So hello, welcome to Operation Crypto and welcome to today's video. Please make sure you do like this video and subscribe to my channel to be notified we're going to be pushing out new videos. So today we're going to take a look at Ethereum and we're going to have a look at some price predictions that other people have been putting out there. I mean, there's some absolutely insane ones, a bit like the Bitcoin predictions to $1 million. I think that's a bit overstretched. So we'll have a look at some of the Ethereum price predictions and then we'll jump over to the charts towards the end to have a look at some technical analysis to see where the price could potentially go in the mid to short term. I don't know, 3 to 6 months, and then I'll give a little bit of prediction to see where it could potentially go if we get another big alt season coming up. First up, we'll just start off on CoinMarketCap and run over some of the key stats and have a look at that all-time high that we have hit before, because price predictions will include beating those all-time highs at some point. So, I mean, today is the 9th of November 2020, and Ethereum today, which is ticker ETH, is, or ETH, whatever you want to say, is currently $457. We have been a little bit higher this year. I think we jumped up to around 500, but we've had a little bit of a decline and then we started to push back up again. All-time highs is quite important, did happen. Where is it? Can you see it here just above my head there? It was at $1,432, so we're still a way back on that, and that happened on January 13th, 2018. Pretty much from October 2017 up to around that date. It's when most altcoins and Bitcoin and everything that was around then hit were all-time highs. And then ever since then it's been constant decline. So that is the all-time high, and that is the target for the future, because in my opinion, I do think that all-time highs across pretty much all of the solid projects are there to be beaten. We're still quite early in cryptocurrency, if you ask me, and I do think that people who are in now and are buying now are going to definitely reap the rewards when we start to push up to those all-time highs and get more adoption. Currently, there's not many people using crypto, and not even many of the world population even heard about it. So I do think that we are early and we're in a great position going forward. So I'm not going to run over any of the key stats. I've done that before. That is just want to highlight what the all-time high is, and then we'll jump over now to coin switching. We'll give it a breakdown of some people's price prediction, where they think the price could potentially go in the future. Here on CoinSwitch, it does give you quite a good bit of detail. I'll drop the link for this into the description, so if you want to check up on it. This was updated on the 4th of November, so it is quite current. And if you also as well, if you want to check out any other coin predictions, they're all on CoinSwitch as well. So it will take you through what Ethereum is. I want to talk about that. Ethereum's price history, it does say that here. The all-time high of ETH was $1,400 back in 2017. Depends who's right there. I'm not going to look right back onto charts, but either CoinSwitch or CoinMarketCap's wrong, but it's in that ballpark area. It's within a couple of weeks, a couple of months, and that was the price. So let's have a look at some top crypto traders and publications predictions on the Ethereum price. So the first one is a crypto research report, and they use the equation of exchange model to assess the future value of Ethereum by examining the future cases of a coin. I mean, future cases of a coin, we have got a lot of cases already. We've got the ERC20 coin, so there's a lot of projects now that start off on the Ethereum chain. And they're saying that the F is to reach 331 later in 2020. We've already surpassed that, so is that a way out of date? And it does say, it goes on to predict that Ethereum in 2025 will breach a mark of $3,500. So that's pretty much 4 or 5 years time from now. And in my opinion, and I think that if the project's still going strong and Ethereum 2.0 eventually gets pushed out, then I do think that is quite a reasonable estimate in my opinion. Skew Analytics, they're saying 480 by the end of 2020. We are at that price pretty much close to now. They're not giving any long-term predictions for that. James Todaro, he's a managing director of Blocktown Capital, and he's predicting, he also is confident that Ethereum will potentially scale up to a $1 trillion market cap as a result of a rising demand for DeFi tokens in the years to come. I do think that could happen. A lot of projects can hit that $1 trillion market cap. The tokenomics and the price and the use cases will add up, and we will no doubt get quite a few tokens, especially the altcoins in the top 10, top 20. I think a couple of them do have the potential to hit a $1 trillion market cap. What I'm also going to do, I'm going to do another video within this series talking about projects which could potentially hit the $1 trillion market cap. So look out at that in the next coming week or two. I also have Simon Dedick. He's saying that he feels that Ethereum has a potential to reach $9,000 someday. Someday, I mean, I don't know how he's managed to pull that figure out of his ass. Oh, $9,000 one day. It's just a bit of a stab in the dark. I could say, oh, I think it's going to go to 20,000, where in fact I just think that I'd be pulling something out of there, and with nothing behind that, I think it's a bit of a bullshit fucking one, to be honest. If we just scroll back up with that 2020. No. So if we just look at 2021, what's this one actually? Oh yeah, Brian Shuster firmly believes by 2024 Ethereum can be resting at the $100,000 mark. Jesus Christ, $100,000. I mean, $9,000 considering we are at 400 plus now. I still think that's a long stretch, but $100,000. That is fucked. He needs to sort himself out. And then we just scroll down here. I'm not going to talk about that because that's absolutely ridiculous. And then the website itself, Coins, which goes into further predictions over the next 3 to 5 years. So Ethereum price prediction for 2021. It does say that it should soar to $604, and that's from gov.capital. I do think that'll be beat, to be honest, in 2021. I honestly do think that we will be massively overdue a bull run. Last time we had a major significant alt season was back in 2017, and I do think when that kicks in, especially with it saying here the increased scalability to 100,000 transactions per second, that's a long way off yet. They're just starting to roll out phase 0.0, I believe it is now, 1.0, one of the two, and that is pretty much the prerequisite for people locking up their Ethereum for staking. They do need 32 Ethereum to be staking on the network, so that is currently underway. That should be going live in December-ish, around then. So that's 604. Ethereum price predictions here for 2022. Ethereum might reach $2,500, which is quite optimistic. If we do get an alt season, I do think that's very easily possible. And then finally, based on Fibonacci extensions alone, in 2025, using math alone, Fib ratios points prices of $5,700 at the highest point, all the way down to $1,700 for possible new price records. I do think these should be hit, really, within the next 5 years. Like I say, as long as things are still going ahead and Vitalik has not absolutely killed 2.0 off. So that is some predictions from other people. As you can see, some which are quite, you would say, okay to look at, and then you've got these fucking ones at $100,000, which are absolutely ridiculous. But I'll jump over to the charts now, do a little bit of technical analysis, see where we could potentially get some good entry points, and then where I think we could go in terms of a bit of a price prediction over the next year. Right, I've already pre-maxed up the all-time high on, this is a monthly chart on Coinbase. This has got pretty much most of the data, and this has got the all-time high in that month of the 1st of January. If we just drop to a daily, actually, let's see what date it was on Coinbase when we hit that high. So that is saying the 11th of January. So everything is slightly different on each different exchange. And what I want to do is just zoom out and just start by just marking a couple of key areas of support and resistance. That will give us some short-term targets to potentially aim at, and we'll just start from the top and work his way down. And what I'm looking for is pretty much 2 wicks that confirm that is a valid area of support or resistance. So that's the first one. If you look at that wick there, we rejected off that wick at $874. We hit them all-time highs, come back down, and then we rejected off that area again. So that is an area of monthly resistance at current prices. And again, we'll just work his way down and see what we've got in case it does give us some areas to buy. I can't see there being too many on this level until we drop down to the weekly. We've got one there. So that is a key area at $519. Again, we rejected off this area twice. I'm not going to put any lower because I do think we're on quite a bit of a good rise, and I do think that we need to look at resistance levels rather than support. Unless we have got one a little bit down here somewhere. Let's just have a look. We've got one there actually. I'll bang that on. That could be a good area of support if we do end up switching around. So that's some 3 monthly levels there. And we'll drop into a daily, a weekly time frame. Let's see if we've got any levels here that we can zoom out and take a look at. Again, we'll just work his way down from top, see if we've got anything down there. So that's one level there. Just look at this wick. And that wick there. So that is, we bounced off that support, then we rejected off it. So that's a weekly level. Let's see if we've got any in the middle. So we've got a little bit of structure around here. One key level there. We rejected off that area twice. That's another weaker level. And I think that might do actually. Let's have a look. Have we got one there? Yeah. No, I'll tell you what, I'm going to leave it at that. So, let's just have a look at current state of play. Let's drop into the daily time frame first. And as you can see, we've been on a very significant rise. If you look back to 13th of March, that's when Bitcoin had a considerable dump. And ever since then, everything's been very bullish. Bitcoin's pushing up. And we have done a 440% price range from down at $83 all the way up to, what did we go to? You could call that $490. We are pushing back up to area now. We have had quite a good area of consolidation. If you just put the Fibonacci on and have a look at how much we retraced, it wasn't a massive amount. Let's take it from our bottom wick right up to the top wick. You can see we did a 38% retracement, not massive. Let's just see that from body to body, see how that went. Yeah, you could say it was 30% retracement, then we flipped round and we started to turn bullish really. But what I want to do is take a look at some of these weekly and monthly resistance levels and see where we could target. I mean, you could put a Fibonacci on and use some of the extensions, but personally what I like to do is just get these levels in place and see once we break them, if we actually flip them to support. So this on the weekly, as you can see, we broke through some solid monthly resistance at 417, and we've closed up monthly it's a monthly body. Let's just have a look at monthly time frame. Yeah, we've closed above that monthly area of resistance, and that is now support. Once we get to the end of November and we are still above this level, then your next level is $522. And again, if that still remains intact and we are flipped that to support, then this is the next area. In my opinion, over the next 2 to 3 months, I think we can target this area. I do think if we turn 520 to support, then we will be knocking in around this area, and the next target will be $628. Over the next year, I honestly think that we can start pushing up to some of these highs. I mean, we won't go right up to that wick because we did shoot up, and $1,400 is still quite a long way off. I mean, things in crypto can move quickly, but I do think we've still got quite a bit of room to make up. I mean, if we went from all-time highs from current prices, I mean, it's not massive. We have done a considerable move at 400% over the last, 6 months. So that, I mean, that could easily be doable, but I do think that there's going to be a lot more money needed to push the market up, and currently it's not quite there. Institutional level, it's probably not quite there either. I do think that we're in a bit of an uncertain time with what's going on with US elections, and I think America's been quite divided through this election result, pre-election result. I do think Biden's going to get in, and whatever happens in the markets will push across into crypto. So short term, the next 3 to 6 months, up to Christmas, I do think that we can target 520. If we flip that to support, then obviously you've got to target these next levels. In terms of a prediction for the next year, I do think that obviously once these all flip to support, I do think we can start to push up to $1,000. I think $1,000 over the next year is a solid target, and I do think it's possible with Ethereum 2.0 coming out. A lot of the Ethereum will be getting locked up to staking, so that is another bonus for it. Scalability should be increased, transaction per second increase, so we've got a lot going on. We also need to know that a lot of the DeFi projects are ERC20 projects, and as they go up, the price of Ethereum will go up as well. So what I will do, if we shoot above $1,000, I will do another video pretty much similar to this, having a look at other people's predictions of and where I think we can go from that. So $1,000 is my target for the next 12 months. So that will wrap it up for today's video. Please make sure you do like this video and subscribe to my channel. I'll catch you next time.
10.
CLS is go for main engine start.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And booster ignition, liftoff of Space Shuttle Discovery, taking the space station to full power for full science.
This is Mission Control Houston.
Discovery roll program.
Roger roll, Discovery.
Discovery's roll maneuver is complete. It is now in a heads down position on track for its flight to the International Space Station. Discovery flying 365 miles per hour, 1.5 miles in altitude, 7 miles downrange from the Kennedy Space Center. Discovery's engines are throttling down as the orbiter passes through the area of maximum pressure on the vehicle.